Welcome to this Pathfinder 2nd edition build guide. I will be showing you the Ultimate Healer, a build focused on healing a lot, of course, while also punishing enemies that target you and having a good mobility so you can stay away from reactive strikes and able to deliver your heal to your allies. So let's start here. We are getting human with mixed heritage Kitsune, and this time you can go with others, but you will lose part of the build. At least one reaction, a great reaction, you will see at level 5. Battleground, I grabbed the field magic, it matches well with the build, but you can go for other things. And we are going for cleric, the free healing spells at maximum slot, it's just too great to pass, so cleric is the best option for a full healer. We are at the first feat, we are actually grabbing Natural Ambition from human to grab Domain Initiate, because we grabbed War Priest. We want armor. We want to be able to take hits and survive, or not take the hits, because we have more armor. So we are starting with medium armor. Breastplate should be enough. For here, abilities. We are grabbing a mix of abilities, and we don't even have maximum wisdom, as you can see, because we actually don't need wisdom. We could go even lower with our wisdom if you want, because our healing don't depend on it, and we won't be using spells for other things than healing and buffing. So our difficulty class of our spells is kinda useless. That's why we can go War Priests and suffer nothing from it. It's also good that can let us use a shield and use the reaction if we raise it, which we don't have a lot of actions to do it if you use everything we will grab. But let's keep going. Let's go for level 2. Level 2, we will grab our first improvement on the healing department, rising the dice from d8 to d10. So at level 2, it's 1d10 plus 8, or ranged heal, or 1d10 in area if we use the 3 actions. I highly recommend you to not use the 1 action healing, unless you can't use anything else, because it's very ineffective compared to using the 2 action healing, or the 3 action. The problem, and right now the 3 action I also don't recommend, because it hits your enemies, so you will be healing your allies and your enemies, so not great, at least for now. Beastmaster dedication, you will grab your mount. As you can see in the image of the thumb, I grabbed a very unusual mount, but you can go for a horse if you want. It's almost the same. You can see here in pets. Let's change to level 2. I grabbed the Terror Bird. Light Barding. It will have a little less AC than you, but it's not very important. Almost the same HP. And right now you need to command it to move. At least it's 1 action for 2 moves. Or you can also use it to attack. It's your own attack. You won't grab anything else to attack, but it's not that bad. With 1 action you can command it to move and attack. And you have still 2 actions to heal. So you are doing great at level 2. Go back here to defense. As we keep going, level 3. As a general feat, we are grabbing Ancestral Paragon, because we want another level 1 feat. This time from Kitsune. We are grabbing Star Orb. You now have a familiar. You can get whatever you want for this familiar, because his utility will not be his abilities. It will be another feat. So let's keep going for level 4 now. Also level 3, your healing improves a lot. Double the healing. It's 2d10 plus 16 for the ranged healing. So you are healing a lot. Level 4 stay the same. But now you are grabbing 2 feats from your archetype. You are improving your mount, so now it has one action even if you don't command it, so you can use 3 actions to do whatever you want, like healing. It's most of your do, but also I forgot to tell. Let's go back to level 1. I talked about the domain initiate, but I didn't talk about what to grab with it. You are grabbing nature for your domain, and that's because you get a very important spell that you use at the start of the battle and forget about it. It will do everything by itself then. You just need to keep healing. If we go here for a spell and focus spells, we get Vibrant Thorns. What Vibrant Thorns do is, one action, you get thorns on yourself. And they deal very little damage, 1 damage per spell level, to enemies that hit you. But if you cast a healing, for 1 round, it will do 1d6 per spell level to enemies that hit you. So at level 4 right now, an enemy hit you, he took 2d6. And considering enemies will be fighting at this level, he will be almost taking as much damage as he will be doing to you. So that's a lot of damage that you can do if the enemies decide to target you. And you can heal yourself quite easily with your healing. And you still have your mount to move away if you need. So that's really good. You also grab your second spell here. So now you have 2 focus. You have your heal companion, so you don't need to spend your healing spells to heal your companion. You Vibrant Thorn yourself at the start. If your companion took too much damage, it's low health, you use heal companion on it. And you can refocus after combat to get all your focus back. Let's go back here to level 4. And that's what we are grabbing with it. The Initiate Warden to grab the heal companion, and Matribis Master Companion for the free action. So you can also use this free action to attack. If you are close to the enemy, if the enemy doesn't have a reaction strike, so you don't need to move away from him, you can command your pet to attack while you cast spells. And you won't interfere with each other. The martial classes usually don't use the attack of the pet if they are mounting it, because you share the same attack penalty. But since you won't be using your attacks, your pet can use it. Okay, let's go for level 5, the level I talked about at the start. We are now at 3d10 plus 24 for your single target healing with 2 actions. And we grabbed a kind of light. It's 1 use per day, but it's very powerful. And it's a reaction. You don't have reactions right now. Unless you raise your shield, which you can do if your last action has nothing to do with it, and should block with your reaction. But now you have another one. If any of your allies drop it to 0 hit points and is going to fall, you use a reaction for him not to fall. He's not knocked out, so he won't fall to the ground, which can be really annoying, because when you fall, you drop your weapons, so if you healed him later after he fall, he would have to grab his weapon and rise. So that's 2 actions just for it, and both provoke attacks of opportunity, so it's really bad to fall. But here, he won't fall. It will get the wounded condition increased by 1, but not falling is great. And he will stay at 1 hit point and even get some healing on top of it. Again, hit points equal to your level. But your familiar is drained, so you won't be able to use it for the rest of the day. Even then, it's a great reaction. And that's the sole reason I really went to Kitsune, just for this reaction. Okay, let's keep going. Level 6. Here we start with a second archetype class. We are getting Sorcerer Dedication, and that's why we have invested, I didn't show here, it's not skill, ability points. We invested on Charisma. We have +2 on Charisma, just because we want to grab Sorcerer, and we need +2. And that's the reason we also don't have full Wisdom, because we needed Charisma at the start. So level 6, Sorcerer Dedication. You could go for the level 8 feat right here now, but I decided to go for Selective Energy. The reason for Sorcerer Dedication is because you want a focus spell that will increase your healing, of course. This build is all about healing. I will talk about the focus spell when we get there, but you could grab it at 6 instead of Selective Energy, but I think Selective Energy is good. You can finally start using your 3 action heal and selecting enemies to not be affected. So you heal your allies and don't heal your enemies, which makes the spell quite good, since you can use your mount to move to the position you want and then spend 3 actions healing. Another usual problem of this spell is it's 3 actions, so you can't move to where you want to go to affect all your allies. But with the pet, you don't have that problem. As you can see here, the bloodline is angelic, because this is the one that has the focus spell that we want. So level 7, you could go for armor here. Armor training to heavy armor, but you will soon be getting it. You can get it and just switch it, train it back to toughness. But you will get it at 9 with another archetype. But you can just grab it here, hit train to toughness later. And of course, with the skill increase, I'm grabbing acrobatics. We can rise as a free action, as with most of my builds. Also at level 7, your healing is increasing again to 4d10 plus 32. That is a lot of healing. Let's go here straight to 8. Also, Vibrant Thorns right now is doing 5d6 damage. So one enemy decided to hit you. He took 5d6 in the face if he managed to hit you, because your AC is not bad. But here we grabbed a basic bloodline spell, so we got finally our next focus spell, Angelic Hollow. So right now at the start of the fight you have two focus spells to use. You use Vibrant Thorns and you use Angelic Hollow. And then you are set up with both of them for the rest of the fight. What Angelic Hollow does is you get +2 per spell level to healing with your heal spell. For the single target healing, that's not that great of an increase. It's a good increase, but it's not so big. It goes from, and I told you wrong. It's 4d6 here, not 5. 5 is at level 9. But it's 4d10 plus 32. Now you have +2 per level, so +40. So that's a good increase. But the real big increase is for your AoE spell. Before it was just 4d10. Now it's 4d10 plus 8. 4d10 plus 8 is more than 5d10. So just this focus spell make your AoE spell almost like a slot 5.5. Between a slot 5 and a slot 6. So that's a big increase for your spell. I think it's around 35 or almost 40% increase in healing. But let's keep going. You are also getting the incredible Beastmaster companion. So you can improve your pet. He's your attack if you want to attack, so you need to improve it. And also improving his AC is also good, because he will be taking attacks of opportunity if you need to move away from enemies that didn't have it. Let's keep going to 9. And at level 9, we are grabbing Multi-Talented. And with it, we grab Champion Dedication. And that's why I say that if you grabbed armor at level 7, you would have to switch it. Because with Champion Dedication, you have heavy armor proficiency. So let's change the defense here. Let's go for gear. And let's swap. Okay. Now we have a splint mail, heavy armor, and at 5 we got +3 to strength, so we don't take the penalties, just the -5 to speed, but that's not important since we are on top of our pet. The pet will be the one moving, not us. And right here, now it is 5d6 for your thorns, and 5d10 plus 50. That's a lot of healing. You can almost heal yourself from 1 to full. You can if you are lucky, or not. No, even if you are lucky, you would be exactly 100 healing. It's your max healing. So even if you are lucky, you couldn't get yourself from 1 to full, but almost. And that is a lot. So let's keep going to 10 here. At level 10, champion reaction. So now you finally have another reaction to use to protect your allies or your mount. And it's really good. You are getting the reaction that makes enemies weak. Glimpse of redemption. So you give the opponent the option to forfeit the attack, so he does no damage, or you give damage reduction equal to your level +2 to your ally, and that opponent gets enfeebled 2 for 1 round. So -2 to attack and -2 to damage. That's a really great reaction. And now you start using it every time you can. Heroic recovery is an option to use before your 2-action heal. It gives a few bonuses to your allies. +1 stats bonus to attack hosts, which can be useless if you have a bard, or you can grab another feat if there is a bard on your team keeping the buff. It also gives +5 to stats bonus to speed. And they can stand if they are prone as a free action and don't trigger reactions if they are prone for some reason. See, it's like they fell to the ground because someone got them to the ground, or they are at 0 hit points and you are healing them from it, because you have only one reaction to stop it. Your healing is the same as the level 9, but let's take a look at spells. So you can cleric spells. I put some options here at the start. As cantrip, Hosing Splash is a good option. It's the only not kind of really, but temporary HP. The only cantrip that gives temporary HP. There is no cantrip that heals. Hanky 1 spells. Bless or Benedictions should be your options for auras. As I said before, if there is a bard or someone else giving stats bonus to attack for your team, you don't need Bless, so you can go for Benediction. That gives stats bonus to defense. Otherwise, get a lot of healings. Blood Vendetta is another reaction to punish even more enemies that attack you. So if he did damage to you, he will take damage from the thorns, a lot of damage, and you can even use Blood Vendetta to give him bleed. To make him bleed. Fear is a good spell for rank 3, although your difficult class is not the best, so don't expect to get Fear 2 on many enemies, but even Fear 1 is useful. So if you want to do something else other than healing, because everyone's at full health, you can grab Fear here at spell rank 3 to use. Otherwise, healing. You can grab a lot of healing, and you even have your cleric font full of healing. So you have a lot of healing to use. And even using low level healing procs your thorns. So that's also useful. And let's keep going here. Level 12. We will be grabbing another focus spell, this time from Champion, Shield of the Spirits. So you can use it to make your allies deal damage to enemies that target them too. And the damage is not as big as your thorns. It's 1d4 every 2 spell ranks. So it's 1d4 at rank 1, 2d4 at rank 3. You are actually here at rank 6, so it's only 3d4. But it deals damage even if the enemy misses the attack. That's the great advantage of it, but lasts only 1 round. But it raises your shield. So one action, you are raising your shield, protecting your allies, and making the enemy take damage if they attack. And of course they will attack someone. Basic devotion here too, grabbing divine health, so it's just a little bonus. Your champion aura, nothing big, but it helps you against saves against diseases and poison, and gives stats bonus against those saves. Your allies also get a +1, not a +2 like you. So another buff for your allies and yourself. 13, nothing big. Let's go for 14 here. Saving the build because I'm changing the level. Fast channel. That is amazing. As you can see here, you cast 3 action healing spell with 2 actions. So you can heal all your allies, not heal your enemies because you got the feat before to that, and still have 1 action to do something else, like raise your shield, cast Shield of the Spirits, or something else, whatever you want. But it's great, action compression. Also, another buff to your ally, Specialized Beastmaster Companion, make it even stronger. Level 15. Spell rank 8 right now. And that's a lot of healing. You are going to 8d10 plus 80. Or 8d10 plus 16 if you are healing in an area. Nothing big here. Let's go here. Eternal Blessing. Eternal Blessing is good. Let's talk about it. You get the Blessing spell for free all the time. But you can't increase the radius like the spell, so it's only 15 feet, but you have your pet to move you around. You can go wherever you want. And every ally around you will get +1 to attack. So even if you have a bard, you have a better option than him because you don't take actions to it. Another thing here, you are grabbing security, which is improve to your Shield of the Spirit. You can now select one ally to give him the buff for 1 minute. So there is one giant barbarian in the front that the enemies target a lot. Well, give him the buff of Shield of the Spirit for 1 full minute. So any enemy that attack him will be taking the damage, the D-Force, and he will have +1 to AC, which you can increase later to +3. So let's keep going. Nothing big on the Hacio feats. But here at 18, we get another. Here's the Great Secret I talked about. So now you give your ally +1 status bonus to AC and +2 circumstance bonus to AC from your shield. Although you could, instead of using a steel shield, use a fortress shield. So you would be giving this ally +1 status bonus and +3 circumstance bonus. So +4 AC to an ally. That is a lot for 1 minute. 1 full minute. Of course, it won't work if your ally already uses a shield and keeps raising it. So target an ally that don't have a shield. The Giant Barbarian is a good example. They are famous for having low AC, being the front and taking a lot of damage, while dishing a lot of damage too. So greater security for him is amazing. Echoing Channel. It's another good fit for your 2-action healing. When you don't need to use your now 2-action AoE healing, you can use the 2-action healing to heal a single target and still heal another ally with the 1-action version. And it will also get the bonus from your focus spell from Angelic Sorcerer. So at this level, 18, so 9d10 plus 90 to one ally, and 9d10 plus 18 to another ally. Great healing. But you'll be spending 3 actions with it. 1 action to activate Echoing Channel, and 2 actions to activate the healing, but you only use 1 slot. And finally, level 20. Spell Shape Channel. So you can now use your spell shapes without using action for a free action. It only works with your heal and harm spells. You don't use harm spells, but you only use your spell shapes on your healing spells, so that's perfect for you. You can now use them for free. So that 3 action I talked about before on the level 18, it's now a 2 action. Free archetype, just grab a Devote Blessing. And Swiftness. So a little more speed for you and your mount. As you can see here, it will also give you +2 stats bonus to allies against reactions. And as you can see here, state your mount is, if you are mounted, this bonus goes to your mount. It's nothing big, but it's something. And that finishes our build. We are healing at this point 10d10 plus 100. So max healing, 200 healing. If you hold the max, which you probably won't. So medium healing of 155, it's great. Or you can go for AoE healing at 10d10 plus 20. Medium healing of 75 to your whole group. So you can get it plus, you can multiply it by 5, for example, and you would be healing almost 400. Also, your 2 action healing, you have the Spell Shape Channel, so for 2 actions you are actually healing 1 ally for 155 and another ally for 75. So even the 2 actions heal a lot. And that's it for the build. I hope you all enjoyed. I will leave the link for the patch builder in the description. Also the link for the Patreon. You can go look at the write description for this build on Patreon. It's for free there, together with all the builds that I already released here on YouTube. And there is a lot of other builds there too. I keep releasing them slowly on YouTube, but I keep publishing more there. So if you want to help me, you can join as a paying member of the Patreon and access all the builds. But that's it for this one. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one.